Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
I just want to say that it was important and an honor to have Chilly-O set this off for us. Mainly because like the start of Beerandtacos and before Beerandtacos came, we had that store out there, and before that store came, it's about 2007. We came out here and did our research, and what we found was like not a bunch of black-owned brands and companies that when we was in New York kind of was like. Not at the level, but just like who was kind of out there and moving around the whole city. And Chilly-O's kind of stood out, and in particular, ATL and T-shirts that he had. I remember it was him, and it was another spot, if y'all remember, downtown by the underground that sold these sneakers and A hats, and it was him and Chilly was like one of the only people out here that did that. And then along with our journey, Our World, and
Our World, Yo, that's crazy. That you say, because that's where Trinidad used to work at, right?
Yep.
Trinidad used to work at the Japanese spot downtown.
Trinidad used to work at the Japanese spot. Okay. I don't know if he worked at Our World back in that far.
He used to work at Ginza. Ginza, that's what it was. It was Ginza. There was Ginza. I knew it was somewhere in the underground that he used to work.
But along the the course of our journey, and even after that, when we opened up the store, the Chilly-O T-shirt and his line in particular was something that was like the best seller and something that really kind of stood out, and it reminded me and my people of the Brooklyn tee that we had up there, where it was a case where you could go inside of a club and you got 10 people wearing a Chilly-O T-shirt, the same shirt, and it's like a code of honor rather than let me take this shirt off because this dude got the same thing on. And to kind of reach that point, that's iconic, and it's like almost like a Yankee hat or Atlanta Braves hat. So I wanted to start it out with Chilly, and first have him tell us about himself, and then his future endeavors and what he thinks and his effect to the Atlanta culture in general. And so I just wanted to get that brief introduction, and Fort Knox and Chilly, y'all could take it from there. Whoever in the group wants to say something, they can, because everybody here is probably we all know each other.
No doubt.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Chilly-O.
What's good, family? I got it.
We down here at Peter Street Station.
Yo, shit.
The Closet, City of Ink, right now, Peter Street, where the culture started over here on Peter Street. Like I heard somebody mention that earlier.
Yes, sir.
Before we shifted it to Edgewood Avenue and Ponce and all that. But I'm Chilly-O, pioneer streetwear guy here in the city of Atlanta, the year 2001. I was a guy selling vapes and all that back in 2002, 2003. I was also the guy running through all the traps in Atlanta, selling Japanese denim and all kind of stuff. And that's kind of how I got my name here in the city. Before I was working in the nonprofit space, I was working with children, young children, and all the projects in the city of Atlanta. A lot of people don't know that. So I used to work in Bourne Homes. I used to work in College Park Projects, Red Oak, Boat Rock, The Bluff, Huff Road, like all, just trying to help children and families in my early 20s. And transition out of that, became a street merchant, which ultimately became the brand Chilly-O, what it is today.
Trinidad is here. Somebody bring him up.
Oh, Trini.
While y'all do that, son, we gotta go in. We gotta go in with the graphic design, because I'm gonna take you years back. Let's start off with the ATL, because I'm gonna go to some other designs, but that I personally got. But we gotta start off with the ATL. What was the mindset behind that?
With the ATL, I used to hustle. One of my I had home bases where I used to hustle clothes at to all the trap stores in Atlanta. Old National Highway was one of them. On Old National Highway, I used to hustle at this barbershop called Celebrities Phase 2. And in the back of that was 2 Chainz Studio. And in the front was where Big Boy used to get his hair cut. So, got cool with his brothers, Lunchbox and little brother James. And then I met C-Bone. I met Big Boy actually last. And I had a shirt called ATL Love I at the time. And I wanted to do something special for Big, so I just added the EN to the I, and it became ATLian. And Travis Porter and them was the first ones to kind of pop that off on the east side over there on Gresham and all that. Really black boy, you know what I'm saying? So, and they were copping all that out of the mall at USA Boutique out there. And the owner was like, man, you got to get with these kids, Travis Porter, man, because they just be buying your shirts like 10, 20 shirts at a time. And finally linked it. Quez, y'all know Quez.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, so when I linked up with them, they was all up in the Libra, just popping Chilly-O off on the east side. So, I was just happy that the youth grabbed on to that because Big Boy and them, they were a little bit older. Big Boy and Dre, they were kind of a little older. And it was like a breath of fresh air for the city. It was like the ATLian was like the first streetwear brand that kind of represented Atlanta, like how, like A-Life represent New York or the Hundreds represent LA and all that back then. And at that time, when we used to go to the Magic Show, streetwear wasn't really expecting Atlanta fashion at all, like period. And we were the guys out there in the West, Vegas and all that, fighting for the city, fighting for Atlanta with all those bigger brands. Because our neighbors used to be guys like Crooks and Castles, LRG, the Hundreds, all the big streetwear brands. And we were like the little tugboat in the bay with all the big ocean liners, really fighting for Atlanta streetwear. And this is like 2005, 2006, maybe. And the ATLian was the one that. The ATLian was the one that kind of, how can I say, that kind of stamped us being from Atlanta and representing the streetwear market. That's the one that grabbed them. Of course, Big Boy and Dre, you got to shout out to them. That's actually their brand. That's their name. But I just took it and just flipped it on some youth shit, really.
Got you.
The youth back involved in it. So
no doubt.
Yeah, so that's how that went down. And then Big Boy started endorsing it, Gucci Man, and everybody really just wanted that shirt. And it kind of popped us off, like it popped our identity off in the streetwear market.
That's love. That's love.
Yeah, because we were getting zero respect, like.
But now y'all got
back then.
But after that, the respect quadrupled. Oh wait, hold up, family. Yo, is Trini Gladiator in the building?
I seen him.
Yeah, he right there.
Where? Trinidad.
Third row. Trinidad.
Yeah, Trinidad played a major role in popping the brand off.
Bring him up.
Yo, you said the third row?
I'm about to. Hold on, I'm looking for him.
Yo, mine is the third row, right next to Matt.
PTR.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I missed the Magic convention.
I'm about to say, just give me the green bean real quick. I'll grab him.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, why didn't I see him?
Yeah, Trinidad, you here? What up, Nick?
What's cracking? What's up? I'm listening to you.
What's good, Trinidad?
Yeah, so Nick is crazy because Nick used to work. Nick also is a guy that kind of popped Atlanta streetwear off. Outside of Wisham, Vinny Styles, and these other brands. Nick is the ones that he kind of solidified the Chilly-O brand down in 5 Points. And he was educating people on streetwear and how to rock it and what to buy. And a lot of people don't know that. Like, he was like a big maverick in terms of pushing streetwear in the city of Atlanta.
Respect, for sure.
And one thing I always, even to this day, like, one thing I always told Nick or Trinidad, is like always, don't ever forget your fashion. It's like that needs to be just as big as your music brand, your fashion brand.
So
That's facts. That's facts.
So with that being said, Trinidad, was that part of your mission statement as far as being an artist, heavily including fashion?
So, well, what I'll tell you is that I didn't have a true formula when it came to getting into the music business. Fashion was just something that was a part of my DNA. So it was going to come with me wherever I go.
Got you.
It didn't matter if I was working at T-Mobile selling phones, I'm going to make it look good. Because that's how my mind works. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when I worked at the Waffle House off Chester Bridge by the strip club or whatever, like, I still look good I still wore nice shoes to cook. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just fashion gonna go wherever I go because it's me. You know what I'm saying?
Respect.
Yeah, shout out to Trinidad. I just wanted to say I used to go back into Ginza and nigga used to really give niggas flowers like while they had them. Like he used to critique niggas and give niggas props all the time. So I just wanted to tell Trinidad I appreciate that, bro.
Respect, baby. Respect, love, and respect. No, for sure. You know, listening to everything that Chili was saying, you know, when it comes to, you know, the streetwear side of things, it really helped shape where you've seen Atlanta go. Atlanta has always had its own identity musically. Fashion-wise, we kind of fell into this is what everybody in the southern region was wearing, and then gradually, year by year, you know, starting with brands like I said, like the 8-Town Air Force Ones and stuff like that, and the Chilly-O's and different brands that like really was Atlanta made. You started to see people come with their own looks. Fresh I Am, Tunde with the FUKK hats and stuff like that. It kind of gave Atlanta a different look. It started to give Atlanta a different look or whatever because it started changing. That's what allowed me to stay so left with my fashion when it came to Atlanta. Like I looked at people like Dungeon Family or whatever. Those are always like fashion icons to me or whatever. So I was like, okay, if everybody wanted to per se dress like the white tee and 501 Levi's, white Air Force Ones, which is a classic outfit. Like you can wear that today right now and nobody can really say nothing to you. Or whatever, is like that just didn't feel comfortable for me. I wanted to be a person that represented what else can you do?
No, Meezy, what up? Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. Yo, Shelly, I got your joint. It has the bear face with the Chilly-O.
Yeah.
And the snake joint. The snake. Yeah, with Chilly-O. You know what I mean? Like the creativity was bonkers.
Yeah, that's like fun fact, my creative director is a Mighty Shirt King, Icon Will, who was underneath Shirt King Fade. And if y'all know anything about the Mighty Shirt Kings, they did you know, Audio 2, the graffiti shirt on the cover, like Milk is chilling, like that cover. Yeah. I don't know if y'all, that might be a little too before y'all time, but Jay-Z, Rakim, Salt and Pepper, Heavy D, Rakim, I meant Rakim, who else? LL Cool J.
No doubt.
Like, Mighty Shirt Kings, that's why I kind of get my blueprint from them and black brands like Madness out in D.C., Hobo, a lot of DC brands, because at that time they were becoming millionaires in the late 80s, early 90s, just from black people. At that time, I think we need to revisit that now since everybody wants to be in the 90s. No one wanted to wear designer brands or box brand stores like Polo, Banana Republic. They wanted to rep shirts from these specific brands that were owned by black people.
Hey, Chilly-O, we back to baggy now, right?
Yeah, we back to baggy. So, like, the skinny silhouette is kind of out. You know what I mean? Everything is kind of like 92, 93, 94, 95, 96 right now.
Chilly-O, I remember you made me stop wearing the baggy stuff back in the day. Now I gotta wear it again.
Yeah, because I get a lot of my influence from skate culture because that's kind of how I grew up back in the 80s. So whenever skaters make that shift, I know high fashion is going to make the shift. Because high fashion always borrow inspiration from skate culture. So it's kind of like, don't want cats to be late, feel me? Like all in the music video looking all late and shit. And then 2 years from now, they got to switch their whole silhouette up because fast fashion got off the skinnies and got baggy or whatever, you know. And that's what kids have access to buying in certain places. Gotcha. So my thing is, us being an entertainment capital, we always need to be in the forefront of fashion because not only do we influence New York Fashion Week, LA Fashion Week, Japan, and things in these natures. But we need to claim that, own that, because we often don't. And I didn't realize how big our influence was until I went to Dubai.
Whoa. When was this?
Went to Dubai with Westwood about 3 years ago. And they were playing my partner's songs up in the club, and not wanting to let us in. We just had to bully, I'm not bully, but we had to just,
Bogart is the word.
Bogart, yeah, our way up in there, like, that's our partners, you feel me? Okay. It's like, y'all not gonna, not let us in this club, you feel me? And on some real shit, they're not even getting the royalties from that out there. So it's like royalty-free music out there. And every club we went to, they either spinning Atlanta music or Afro beats or top 10 pop music or EDM, And that's what I realized, hold up, there's a lot of people watching us, you know what I'm saying?
They treating us like SoundCloud out there.
Right.
I mean, it's a lot of money that need to be recouped out there. I know that.
You show me that. Well, let's flip it up. Let's flip it up. You know what I'm saying? Watch how we do.
Yeah. So, but anyway, just getting back to this, me is just I got my cosign from hood niggas when I first started, and real live street dudes, real live bosses, and running up in traps in the Bluff, running up in traps on National, Beecher Road, MLK, Allen Temple. I was doing that the first 5 years before I even started Chilly-O.
Nah, that's.
I know they didn't have time to go to the mall. They too busy in the trap, And and I always show mad love, and the hood always showed me mad love back.
I got you.
Memorial Drive, Candler Road, the block, MLK. So Philly Finest. That was my block.
No doubt.
Everything.
Shout out to that.
But let's flip it up. You know what I'm saying? We about to touch on a couple other different things. You know what I'm saying? Watch how we do real quick. Let me holler at Trini real quick.
All right,
because I'm gonna touch on a couple of things that y'all are gonna find unique. Trini, watching your shows for years now, the energy has always been brilliant. What's been the source of that?
Key things. MJQ and then Trinidad's Carnival. When I first got my green card, it was 2011. And I went to Trinidad, but it wasn't Carnival. I've been in America for a long time. I was like, I'm going back home. When that following year, that's when All Go Everything came about. The music is out. Boom, boom. The world is gold. And I'm going to Trinidad. I get invited to come to Trinidad as an artist now. Which is two different times, two different ways of coming to the country. Coming to the country as just, a person. I was born here. I want to come back and see my family. That's one way. But then coming back as one of the biggest artists in America that's repping Trinidad and Tobago is a whole different ballgame. So Marshall Montano, he's one of our biggest soca artists ever from Trinidad. his family reached out to me to come out for Marshall Monday. So Carnival, for anybody who's listening that doesn't know how Carnival works, yeah, you have the 2 days of beautiful women in beautiful costumes and people on the road marching, da 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 da. But it's 8 days prior to that of different events, starting from that Monday, and it's a party every day, every night, going leading all the way down to the following Monday, which is Carnival Monday, then Carnival Tuesday, then you repent for your sins on Ash Wednesday. That's basically the formula of it, for anyone who doesn't know. So my point is bringing that up to you is on Marshall Monday is very special because if you think about it, if this is the pre-party that gets you ready for the party, the pre-party just got to be as good as the party because of the pre-party. You know how some people are made up. If the pre-party ain't good, they're not going to think that the party is good. So the pre-party is Marshall Monday. He kicks it off. He's a star. He's a legend. And this is, once again, this is me popping off in 2012 and then going to Trinidad right at the top of 2013. And they did a Caribbean remix or like an international remix of I'll Go Everything. So it's me, Marshall Montano, Shaggy, and Pitbull. And so we got to perform at Marshall Monday. And I seen Marshall perform, and I'd never in my life ever seen somebody perform so many songs back to back with that type of energy ever in my entire life. And I was studying everybody's show here in America prior to me doing my first album because I was doing my homework. I always do my homework on things. If I'm about to go do something, attack something, assassinate something, whatever it is, I'm going to do my homework. And so when I went and seen this man performing at this level and this speed and this strength, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I got to get there if I want to be anything. So that was kind of like the main catalyst. And then MJQ, whenever it get really lit in MJQ, like it's a certain type of song, it's a certain type of energy that MJQ gathered and built. And I just learned that from being in there. So I knew if I could make the situation that I'm in feel like this, then I know what I need to do to make people go crazy. And so energy just mattered to me, bro. It just mattered to me. They embraced me. Marshall embraced me in Trinidad, and I was like, yo, I got to perform like this guy.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That fire. I'm with it. Now, flipping back to Chilly-O, I wanted you to touch on your connection to the youth, family, because I know you and I have had conversations as far as that's concerned, and that's something that's very important to you. So please elaborate on it. You know what I'm saying? Take it back, your mentorship, the whole nine.
Well, again, a lot of the city, they don't know that I was a social worker in my early 20s up until 31. When I was 31, I was running a child care center and Red Oak projects. Had John Lewis come down, read stories to the kids, like hanging out with Michael Hightower and all kind of politicians all up through my 20s. So I always had a need to help our community because where I'm from is like the Bluff. And you know, my mother was, you know, on drugs and a lot of my friends' moms was on drugs, and I always wanted to do something to help the community. So that was really the basis of my brand, Chilly-O. So not only do we come up with like the progression and streetwear at that time, we have a cause to reach back and teach and educate, recruit the next, the future, which is the youth. And when I had my office over there in Midtown with Real Street Promotions, we all were in the same building. Real, I don't know if y'all know Real, but Real was the dude putting up all the flyers in the streets. Real, Diddy, Snoop Dogg, Jim Jones, Lara Cohen, like they all used to be in our office all the time. And I used my office dually as an incubator for kids to learn. And some of those guys were like Frico, Original Fonnie, Brandon Sadler. There's too many to name. And but those Cam Kirk, you know, like these guys used to live in my office basically, and I used to teach them things like Illustrator and the history and music and just give them a safe haven so they don't have to be like out in the streets not being appreciated for their uniqueness and their identity. Because at the time in Atlanta, like Trinidad was saying, it was all about white tees and Levi 501s. So if you look different, like city give you a hard time, you know.
True.
So like people like Fadi Akeda and Bang Joyner, Ian Ford, Reed Della Vega, Caleb Gage, Dres the Beatnik, Fort Knox. List goes on and on. Meshack. We provided spaces for youth who are unique, creative, to be able to dwell and exist and have community, talk to each other, learn from each other, support each other, you know. And at the time, I mean, you know, the scene was small. It might have been like 500 of us at Lenny's Bar or Edgewood and stuff like that. Passing through. Now it's like 50,000 of the youth. You know what I mean? So I can't wrap my arms around 50,000 youth now. It's like, so it's getting more and more challenging for me because we have a bigger population of creative youth here in the city because we actually did something cool. We made creativity cool.
No doubt.
Back in 06, you might have to get into a rumble if you walk in the club and all that looking different, you know?
I understand.
And like, you know, like skaters at that time in LA, they went skinny because they were going back to like the punk era in like the 60s, like Sid Vicious and all them. So like a lot of skaters, they was on like the skinny shit, and because it was punk fashion, and you know guys like Ono and Stunner and Lil B and all them West Coast, they started popularizing skate culture with that song Vans and stuff like that, and Jerk Movement and that and in New York, Atlanta, we all kind of exchanged styles, and like our culture is we always go against the status quo in a sense. So if everybody's walking around with skinnies on, we going back baggy. It's not like it's just the way that is because like creative kids aren't accepted. So there's always that stress and storm going on
But it's
between
good
like the mainstream and the underground.
It's good that you
So
got.
my thing is I work with kids in the hood for 13 years in Atlanta. Worst projects in Atlanta, Bankhead Courts. And with T.I., Pac-Man, and all them used to be running around out there when I used to work out there. They was like 12 or something like that. And 12 and 16, and like, it's like I did my due diligence in the hood. Now I want to specialize and start grabbing up youth that have creative interests because I know for a fact that's what's going to fuel our music economy.
And that's what I was going to say. It's good that you got your finger on that pulse. You know what I'm saying? So that's very important and that's commendable. You know
yeah, because
what I mean?
when I was slinging,
yeah, but watch this.
Yeah, when I was okay.
One second, family. Because but respect due. What we're doing respectfully is we're bouncing back and forth between you and Trini. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So watch how we do. Trinidad, I gotta go here with you.
Okay.
I saw your Black Filter virtual concert. You know what I mean? So
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, some respect. Like you getting busy during COVID. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
right.
You know, we call it what it is. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
Respect due. So, feel me. I asked that question as far as the energy was concerned, and I loved how you answered it because it added perspective to the question right here. Allow me to set it up.
Okay.
When I'm watching the concert and you're performing, like the energy, switching outfits, like you're really putting on a show. But watch this. There's no one in the audience.
Amen. No, what you call it? Are you done? I don't want to cut you off.
Nah.
You want me? Okay, so I mean, you see, that's the thing about it. At this point in time, you know, it's like I'm self-sufficient. Like I'm my own energy source. Like I can't do it for y'all no more. I got to do it for me and do it correctly, and you would appreciate it if you pay attention. Because I've been able to see the game from both sides. From a person that has planted a lot of seeds or whatever, but also at the same time a person that hasn't smelt all their flowers yet. So for me, I like to just stay focused on the work, because once I can stay focused on the work, then I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, because my standard for myself is always going to be higher than the standard of somebody else that's with their opinion of me. So like I was like for me, it's like if I'm going to do on any stage that I put together something I'm doing, I'm gonna go crazy. I would never be good.
So how was that? Like how was that performing like at that level in front of at that, excuse me, how was it performing at that level with no one there, as opposed to, you know what it is, you performed at that level in front of hundreds, thousands. Like, what's the difference?
I mean, the difference is being able to think of it. For me, my mindset works from the standpoint of, once again, the standard I have for myself is that it could be 25,000 people watching. I don't know. I'm going to perform like it's 25,000 people watching, even if it's 25, because I care that much about myself. It's kind of almost selfish to a certain extent, whereas like I'm not going to jeopardize my standards for your output or your input, should I say, or your opinion or whatever. Like I got to make sure that I'm living up to what I think I know I can do or whatever. So it's kind of like you just kind of like black out, bro. You just black out and do it or whatever. Like I don't even think about nothing or nobody else, but nothing or nobody else other than myself. That's literally where my head and mind goes, and my heart or whatever. It's like, let's go crazy and do it for us. Because once I walk off that stage, I got to live with that. I got to live with everything that came from it and everything that you saw.
Nah, you put on an excellent A1 performance, family. Like that was something special. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
It was something definitely. Chilly-O, I'm gonna ask you this question, and then I got one last question for the both of you. Very special, in fact. Chilly-O, let me know, or let us know. Forgive me, because we all family here. Your connection to 2-9 and Big Boy. Please elaborate on it to a degree, please.
2-9 was it was a group of black skate kids, alternative, that was under, a lot of them was under the Soul Monkey umbrella, which was one of the first black skate movements in Atlanta that really, to me, popped off black skateboarding. And I remember going to the Soul Monkey release up there in Discover Mills near the Woodward Skate Park, and Curtis Williams walked to me, be like, "Hey man, how come you don't never fuck with me, man?" And I was like, "My nigga, I don't know you." You feel me? And that's how me and Curtis started getting cool. I was like, let me start paying attention to this kid, and then following him is like when I got into the whole 2-9 energy. That's when I started meeting Key and Jace and Siege and the boy from Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Davey and them. And I don't know. They just reminded me of the culture I wanted to see, because at that time, I felt like skateboard culture, which I was raised in since the 80s, because, you know, Kevin Taylor from New York was my neighbor. I used to skate with him. But I ended up getting into BMX, and he went professional. And I was like, this is the community that needs to be promoted. Like, this is the new shit. You feel me? Like, this is what's going to shift culture, like, globally. And they were so ahead of their time, like, I don't even think they knew it. They were like kids. They were like 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And at the time, they were going by pop music. They were influenced by Currency. And a lot of them, they can. I noticed how they can go back and forth between the trap and bars. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, this is the cool shit. You know what I mean? And then ASAP came after that, and now you have what you have today, which is kind of like that whole rage rap culture. That moshy punk rocky, music that Yachty and them is a part of. But all that was like all developed through that era when 2 and them was kind of breaking that mold for rappers, because at the time it was just straight, hardcore trap music.
No doubt. No doubt. Nah, that's love. That's love. That's love. Oh, man.
And you gotta realize, like Yachty, Uzi, Black, all of them, they all came out of the department store on Edgewood. Like 21 Savage, Man Savage, Fat Man Key. Who am I missing, Shaq? It's too many to list. Joey Badass used to be in there. Like, everybody used to be in there. Little Made in Tokyo, 24 Hours. My little brother. Yeah, Bankroll used to be in there, but you gotta realize, in the beginning, it was all creative. So the street cats wasn't in there except for 4-4 cats. Yeah, Cody Shane, you know what I'm saying? Like, it used to be straight weirdos and Jay Wise, Fez, Sean, and all of us. We all came together. It was like, all right, so we gonna mix the hood cats with the hipster cats, or at the time they was calling them weirdos and hipsters. And speaking of weirdos, you got to give it to Tukey Carter, Grip Pliers, Dreamer, like Yellow Wolf. Like they the fathers of this shit. You know what I'm saying? And so we came up with this idea in Luis, you know what I mean, to infuse the weirdos and the hood cats together in this creative genre. You know what I'm saying? And like, I was the guy that when 21 and them used to be trying to get up in department store, Fez and Sean and them ain't want to let them in there. I used to get the guy that's like, nah, let them in there, because I'd rather for them to be in there working on their music than out on the street. Lord knows what they're gonna be doing out on the street. So we had a sense of nurturing in that building, man, with the youth. It was like the X-Men house, you know what I mean? It was like a place where you come and get developed at a hyper speed. And we were getting artists out every 3 months. Every quarter, we were getting at least 3 or 4 rappers out to become successful. Now you look at that, I don't think those numbers are reflective, and that's a problem that needs a solution right now. And a big part of that is because Edgewood Avenue was a creative hub. So it's like any day of the week, if you needed to get out the house and convene with people, you had at least 6 options. But now we don't have that in the city anymore, the way we used to. So it's slick affecting the music.
Got you. Yo, we vibing right now, so allow me to ask Trinidad this real quick. Yo, Trini Gladiator, my fault. Yo, respect due. God bless the dead, the Fife, man. I'm on it like that, man. What in your essence, where does it come from as far as you standing out as an artist, as an individual? Like, what brings that out about you?
Oh, well, I think that just because I was a late bloomer, like all these people, every artist that Chili has named, like all these guys, they've been doing music, they did music way before me, and I just paid attention to the game, and for me, I'm a common sense type of person, or whatever. Like, I only hang around people that got common sense. I can't deal with people who don't have common sense, but I also practice what I preach. So with that being said and understood, it's like, if I'm paying attention to the game, and like if 2-9 is doing this and Hollywood is doing this, and you got your Trouble and Alley Boy and the 21 Savage types, and you got our people boy Grip, you know what I'm saying, those type of people or whatever. Then Salute, amazing, great, happy for you, kill it or whatever. But I can't do that. I got to do something else, or else I'm just coming in to be like you. And anybody that knows me, anybody that ever been around me, that knows that I'm nothing like them. I'm like a whole complete. I've just always been me or whatever. So it's like, and that's just been from my fashion choices, my decision in business, everything, the way that I hustled, the way that I trap, anything I ever did, I just did it different than everybody else, because I don't ever want to give somebody the credit for them thinking that I'm influenced by them, or like I'm trying to, not even I'm influenced by them, because I am influenced by people or whatever.
You always been different, Nick.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be. I'm not trying to be them. Like, I'm not trying to be. Like, I respect everything that they do, but I'm actually really trying to do my own thing or whatever. So me being practicing that before I even got into music, it was just natural or whatever. Like, me being a late bloomer in music, to answer your question, for it's like me being a late bloomer, it just allows me to, well, hey, y'all all making these type of songs. I'm definitely not making those. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I see two of the people with the same shoes, I get rid of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be a shoe I really, really wanted, or a shoe I spent a lot of money on. If I see certain people with that shoe, I'm throwing it away. I'm giving it away, because I don't want to be anything like. I don't want that type of hype. I don't want us to be like, oh, there, you got them too. No, I'm mad if we got the same shoe. Like, I'm upset. Like, I don't feel good in my spirit if you feel that you're anywhere close to me, because I really wanted to be not better than you, but away from you, like in a whole different place, just on a whole different ball game, and a whole different type of timing.
Okay.
And on some real shit, Nick, like, a lot of people don't even know you and Walker from the same hood.
Facts.
On the south side.
Facts.
Like, a lot of people don't even know that. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I mean, like, when it comes to like people like Walker, you know what I'm saying, like, him being a New Yorker originally, you know, in Atlanta, Georgia, Atlanta embracing him, you know, like, we were from the same side, but I was a late bloomer to his side of town. So I'm going to say that the south side is more his side of town. I was a late bloomer. Like, I grew up more in, like, closer to, like, Conley Road and, like, closer to Cleveland Avenue. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I really grew up or whatever. Like, when things got too crazy over there, my mama, she left, and I left the house, and I was kind of just out and about doing my thing, figuring it out. She left and went to the south side, and then I went to the south side to stay with her when I couldn't stay in where I was staying anymore or whatever. So then that's what kind of, like, allowed me to, like, make friends on the south side.
Okay, I got it.
Type of thing, you know what I'm saying? But, like, the south side,
that neighborhood, you shot the video and all go with everything. I just remember seeing him play video games in the crib when he was like 15, 16.
Yeah, so you see, that's like, you know what I'm saying, that neighborhood or whatever.
So I saw him, y'all from the same side.
Yeah, no, that neighborhood, that used to be my brother trap or whatever. So it's like, that's why I shot all go everything there, because like, my brother, you know, he had ranking, you know what I'm saying, like, he had things going on out there. So I knew that I could come out there and do my thing, because, well, this is my real blood brother, you know what I'm saying, type situation.
Got you.
No doubt. Well, yo, family, real quick. You know what I'm saying? If y'all could elaborate upon this very special moment. This is a Beerandtacos situation. So if y'all could give the listeners your best Beerandtaco memory.
I'll knock it out and go first.
Yeah, please.
I mean, when we talk about Beerandtacos, to everybody that's listening, this is my first time on Clubhouse, so it's a little weird, just kind of like just talking out loud to people that's not talking, or like, I don't know, it's just different. But Beerandtacos is prototype 1. It's the origin of when somebody talks about a place, a hub for creative control, opportunity, you can't use the word opportunity without bringing up Beerandtacos if we're talking about the lineage and the history of Atlanta music, because it was so integral for all the years, like from for a long time. Like it really was super integral, because it allowed me to come out there as a person that had no ties to nobody and rock and do my thing and be respected and be appreciated by people who didn't know me. I remember leaving Beerandtacos and going to the gas station that was right across the street on the right, and people were playing my song in their car in the gas station, like, "Oh, we love this song, we love you," or whatever. And like that type of love is love that you can't buy. You know what I'm saying? Like it was an honest place for artists to come and see what your music is about. Because as an artist, music happens in levels. The happiness of music happens in levels. When you make a song, the first stage of happiness is, oh shit, I just made a song that I really like. Great. Or whatever. Then the next stage of it is playing it for somebody else that wasn't in the studio with you and seeing if they like it. Boom. The next stage of it or whatever is you performing that music and then getting the reaction from a crowd that don't know you, not just your friends, because your friends' opinion is always going to be biased or whatever. Even if it's honest or they're yes men or yes women or whatever, it's still going to be an opinion that doesn't help you get paid to a certain extent or whatever. You got to be able to accept and receive the opinion of people who don't hang around you, don't live around you. And I feel that Beerandtacos definitely was one of the first. It was definitely the first place that I ever got to perform my music, period, and get it like ever. So it's always going to hold a special place in my heart, and it definitely set the tone for anything that I ever seen going forward as far as venues and setups and SOBs in New York and all that. Like Beerandtacos was first for me.
Right.
So I want to say thank you to everybody, Shaq, Ford, everybody involved, Jerz, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I think Lola was there earlier, you know what I'm saying? I just want to say shout out to her because she's just an integral woman. She put me on plays in New York City that just completely changed my life, but everybody that is involved with Beerandtacos, you always have a special place in my heart because y'all gave me my first chance to be the man that I am today. And I'm very proud of the man that I am today. So thank you for that.
Love, bro. Straight up.
Love Trinidad.
Yeah.
Hey, not question, but one thing you did that set it apart, like, as soon as you got off the stage, bro, y'all did, the marketing was crazy. You know what I'm saying? There was CDs everywhere, bro. Like, outside, inside, at the gas station. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I got to thank Jason, who's on here, Manolo Prado. You know what I'm saying? Like, they knew how to do that. Like, they knew how to, like, boom, here, hey, take this. And you believed in Jason. You believed in Manolo. If they hand you something, whether it's a sneaker, a hat, a shirt, a CD, you believe in this person. You see, a lot of times people pass out CDs for you, but they're not people who believe in you. So the people that are receiving your CDs from this person who's acting upon your name, we don't believe that person because they don't really want to do it. They're just doing the job. But when Jason and when Manolo were passing on my CDs, they believed the way that I believed. So when you received it in a manner that was like, oh man, like I got to check this out because my man just gave this to me. And he ain't going to give me nothing that ain't worth giving. So it was different.
Yeah, shouts to Manolo.
Yeah, no doubt.
Big ups.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
Word. Chilly-O.
Oh, Beerandtacos. Probably sitting in front of Vinny Styles, listening to Meshack talk to me about the format for like hours upon hours. To the point to where I'm at the front door, like I work there, greeting kids. Yeah, like I felt like an unofficial member of the team, man. Yeah, it's like Beerandtacos was a pivotal point that came in real heavy because we started losing stages like Lenny's Bar, the Royal on Trinity, and at that time it was they built a platform where there was harmony between creative youth and youth from the hood that didn't have an outlet to do music, but may have been interested in creativity. And that fusion alone was created a formula of something special, and then really a whole lot of music artists that became millionaires came out of Beerandtacos. And I think the biggest memory for me is when they booked out Phillips Arena, because they went from that little rinky-dinky spot up there on Euclid Avenue, a little 5 Points, to where the Hawks play. You know, and that's the first time I got the Cannon introduced me to Little Uzi. He was sick that night. His stomach was hurting. And he still went up there and did his thing, and Bankroll Fresh was going crazy. Like, it was so much energy, you know, and just to see how small ideas become big brands and just be a part of that process is like, it gives me inspiration to know that entrepreneurially you can succeed. So it just basically takes the idea, the execution, the faith, and I'm just glad I have the opportunity to meet the Beerandtacos family, because they did a lot for me. They helped me make tens of thousands of dollars in the process. So you know, shots to Beerandtacos. Let's get that thing cranked back up. And Nick, I love you. Proud of you. You know what I'm saying?
Love, bro.
And Knox, you need to be next, because all the listeners, if y'all don't know who Fort Knox is really like a guardian of our culture. And I remember when he keep the balance in these hip hop shows to help these artists become millionaires. A great facilitator of our community and culture.
Yo, it's love and respect, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I want to chip in on that before I get out of here, because I got to get back to work. But I do want to speak on that with Fort Knox, man. Like, you know, I realized, because this is coming up on 9 years, I think, next year, of me being in the game. And what I realized is that from the beginning, and you're still the same person, you leave the ego at the door, and you have no problem letting somebody know that they're great. And I feel like that is the hardest thing for people in this game to do. Everybody has so much goddamn piece of shit ass pride or whatever, and don't want to be, not necessarily a cheerleader for somebody, but goddamn, like, just be happy. Like, give somebody not even their flowers, but just respect them, like, build them up, make them feel good. You've never had a problem doing that for all these years or whatever, and there's not many people like you, and that is a special superpower that you possess, my brother. And I want everybody to know that you need to get you a fucking Fort Knox in your life, or else you're cheating your fucking self.
Oh God,
it's true.
I appreciate family. I appreciate all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? Like, we show love to one another. That's how we build and grow together. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, I love y'all. I appreciate and respect all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's keep it moving. 3 heavies, you know what I'm saying? I can't say it with the low tone. Now, I mean, it's got to be emphasized while laughing. Right now, we on our quiet, peaceful, calm maneuvers. So I'm going to keep it as such, you know what I mean? But y'all know the intensity is there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, we good money. Yo, Trinidad, Chilly-O, I want to thank and appreciate y'all to the fullest, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I want to bring on my brother, Meshach, for a few to say a couple words. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this has been a time extravaganza. Yo, Meshach, holler at the people, please.
Yo, Trinidad, really appreciate you, brother. I know you got to bounce out. But like that right there, that time was special because before you leave, I just got one thing to say for like a minute. That particular time when you came through, the guys was able to, I think, Trinidad bounce, right?
Yeah, you go.
All right, that's cool. But now I just wanted to say to thank Chilly-O and Trinidad just to do this. It was important that we set this off with them because like they was really Trinidad was the first artist that Narwhal turned back around and was like, you know, Beerandtacos was important in his breaking in his career. And Chilly-O is like a godfather right now and been for a minute of all of this and everything. And Fadia and him in particular is two of the standout people that kind of the last 10 years of this culture has been like a, you know, guardian angels as in their own right. And I just wanted to give Chilly-O his time to speak and Trinidad and say thank y'all.
Most definite.
And shout out B Hobbs in the building. Shout out B Rich. Jers KD. I got anything to say? Shout out Jason. And it wasn't Jay. I'm glad that Trinidad got a chance to tell his story because when I spoke to him, it was important that Jason. I spoke to Jason too and Manolo because those two guys like it was crazy, man. And I don't want to tell that whole story, but when Trinidad walked in, I had played basketball with him like 2 days before he had performed at Beerandtacos, and KD and Jers and Buck and all of them, you know, they pick all the artists that come through, and they was like Trinidad gonna perform Money Maker Neek. Was his birthday, and he allowed him to perform because Money Maker Neek was supposed to perform. And he was like insisted that Trinidad perform. So when after that basketball game, that's I know Trinidad from the store. I didn't even know he rapped. And then we did Beerandtacos a couple days later, and I didn't even recognize when Trinidad had walked past me. I'm looking at him, and I see Manolo and Jason, and I'm like, okay, they with Trinidad, so it kind of made sense as far as like the marketing because it was a package that was put together and delivered. So I'm glad he got to mention Jason and Manolo because I wanted it to be something that kind of shine a light on actually what happened. And, after that show right there, we did another show at South by Southwest like 2 weeks later. And literally after that show, we did like an interview for him. And after that show at South by Southwest on that Friday, which was our first, not South by Southwest, it was A3C. And after that first show, that was our first A3C. And on that Friday, by that Sunday, Trinidad was like the biggest artist in the scene at that time. And that was the time where it was transferring from like, streams the music industry was trying to figure out how to maximize streams, so the streets was real relevant at that moment when we was in Atlanta in Little 5 Points. And when he came and when he did that show on Friday, and by Sunday and I think Monday, he was so big in Atlanta that they had to make up a show to end off A3C. I think it was at Star Bar by Wish. Yeah. After that particular show,
that was nice.
I forgot who it was, and it's probably like some of the same. I think that time like Fadia and Sunshine D Baby and Key and all of them. And Lotto was in New York and they was doing these shows, and I think he did a show like a couple days later, like a week later. I think Jers and them drove up to that same show.
When we went to the CMJ joint, and I had to I want to give a shout out to that boy Jay Dirt. He was in the crowd. I had brought him on stage. I think somebody, there you go right there. I gotta give a shout out to Jay Dirt. Cause like what people don't know is Jay Dirt like reached out super early too though and got us a release on Fader. You feel me? So it's like that kind of like took it up a notch too. And then when we got to New York, we was already ready to go. You feel me? So when we did CMJ, Jay Dirt was Trinidad first DJ, and he was on the management team with me and Manolo. So you know what I'm saying? I just want to give a shout out to my boy Jay Dirt. Ballers down at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Ballers Eve Radio. Feel me?
What's
so
up?
Like that fader look he gave us was super humongous.
Definitely.
That shit. That the fader shit set it off.
Yeah. When he came back from New York, it was over with, and they came back to the store and thanked everybody basically, and that was a wrap, and it was crazy. It was like, and it was literally that amount of time. that was. So, I appreciate everybody, man, and everybody in the building. But anybody got anything? Fort Knox, Westwood? Yeah, I'm fine. But Knox, you got it, brother. Anybody else?
I was gonna say, y'all bring up people that they got questions or anything they want to say, type shit, before we, conclude.
Nah, you got it. Y'all, I think that's what we're gonna do now. I just brought Westwood up. You
Hey,
can actually get
I'm gonna bring up
that
Sam
too,
because
Jerry.
Sam the one that invited me to Beerandtacos first.
Okay.
Damn.
Fine.
Oh shit, that's Sam.
Westwood.
Yeah, you right.
Westwood.
Yeah, I'm in. Yeah.
Westwood. Westwood P.
Yo,
Yeah. So what's good, my brother?
What's good, family?
man, I'm chilling. I'm chilling. Just listening to y'all, man. Hey, man, y'all remember the art portion of that beer and tacos that 1 year too? I don't know if that was mentioned with me, Paper Frank, Frico, Chilly-O, BMX BZ, his name at the time.
Yeah.
I thought
Tyree was
that
in
was.
here earlier.
Oh, heard.
Tyree was in here earlier, and we mentioned it, brother. Yes, sir. That was
man,
very important.
That was amazing.
like-
That was amazing.
It didn't happen unless that happened. And I told me and Keith talked about that the other day. Me and KD.
Hey, y'all talking about that's the Phillips Arena?
Yeah, the Phillips Arena joint. Yeah.
But even
The arts.
hey, you remember we had
The art stroll, that's what we called it. Yeah, the art stroll. Yep, that was it.
we had
That was
people
it.
painting live at a party.
Yep.
Yep.
And Phillips Arena. I think that's the only time that shit has happened, man. That I know of.
You know, yo, that's important, man, because I always, sometimes we talk about it, and it was like that was like one of the couple only times that we was able to bring everybody together, and that was why we did it. It was like, so that's dope that you even, brought that up, Westwood, because I dialed directly. I think you was working on the flyers.
And I appreciate you, man. And niggas don't know, like, me and Meshack, like, I'm 34 now. Meshack know me since I was like 14 when I moved from the west side to the east side, man. I might have been younger than that. Man. Shadow Rock Park, hooping every fucking day.
Oh yeah, that's
Remember them days?
that's ice. You talking about high school days on?
Bro, this back then. And for years later, my nigga, we working together at Phillips Arena on art and music. Crazy.
Amazing.
Crazy.
Man. I shout you out.
It's all love, man. Gratitude.
Anybody else got, anybody want to talk, y'all can raise your hand. Jers, I think you a moderator. You could bring them up.
Yeah, I got you.
Yo, where B Hobbs? Oh, B Hobbs bounce. we gonna bring B Hobbs in here. We talking about South by Southwest and what's going on this year.
Bring Nick. Let's see if Nick want anything to say.
I need to take this.
Legend right there on the low.
Yo, yeah.
Niggas don't even know.
Hustle Simmons. Yo, Sam, you wanna speak on the We ain't gonna talk about that yet. We gonna wait.
Yeah, we gonna wait on that.
Yes, sir. I think Hustle, where you at? I gotta bring you up.
He there. He was up there.
I don't know. It ain't refreshed. What's going on? It ain't bringing them up. Fuck.
I'm just trying.
We probably all trying to press it at the same time. Just scared one of us. You try to do it.
Man, I miss Chili. Yeah, man, I'm sick, man. Hey, man, Trinidad. I'm sick. Damn. Why the hell I want to let Hustle up?
He up. No, let me see. I think he up now. Is he in? No, that's just still in though.
I think he left. Came back. Bad there. Yo.
There you go.
What up, bro?
What's up, Terrence?
Man, I just wanted to come up here, man, and give everybody up on this motherfucking stage they flowers, cause man, I watched all y'all do y'all thing from afar. I was able to work with some of y'all and be in some of those rooms. I remember when y'all did the arena joint and just being in Chicago inspired. And you guys have definitely, inspired me to do things as far as my Hustle Palooza brand, A3C, South by Southwest. Like, y'all niggas was the shit that motivated niggas like me. So I wouldn't even have the career I have if it wasn't for watching you guys, and instead of being a hater, I just like looked up to y'all and was like, shit, I got to bring that same type of energy for my city. So I'm glad y'all getting y'all flowers, because man, y'all motherfuckers are, in my eyes, y'all are goats. And I just want to give y'all motherfucking flowers, man. I love each and every one of y'all up here, man. And keep being amazing.
Love you too, brother.
Love you too. Appreciate that. You know what's crazy? It was crazy because it was likewise.
Yeah. We looked at what you was
early in
Chicago, for real.
the same way.
No, that's real.
It was inspiring us.
Bro, y'all was doing beer, bro. Y'all was doing Beerandtacos. I'll never forget, like, sitting at Leaders and shit, and like me, Vic, Joe Fresco, we was talking about it, and it was just like, it's like, nigga, they really doing parties with beer and fucking taco and getting like everybody to come out. And if you really notice, like, they, we had, Feed the Homies and shit. So like a lot of things were just very parallel, and it's just amazing that we were just able to do it. And it wasn't like we was doing it necessarily for some money. It was just, it came natural. And the one thing I love about Atlanta, man, y'all have y'all own eternal bullshit like every other city, but on the outside, when you looking at it, it's like, damn, them niggas all came together. And one thing I always did, if you look at any Hustle Palooza, any show I've ever done, I always had Atlanta niggas on my shit. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always made sure I put Atlanta people on there. And, me and Shaq had conversations and shit. And, man, y'all niggas the shit, bro. And, Fort, you shake that nigga hand, you might break your fucking hand. But, it's always love, man.
No
y'all
doubt.
niggas, I love y'all niggas.
Love you too, baby.
Love you too, brother.
So I remember you booked Neek. Well, we had you up, we made the situation happen, but we had brought Neek out to Chicago, and then we had booked him in Texas.
Yeah. Nah, like y'all can't, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like I used to catch hell for that, bro. Like Chicago niggas used to be so mad at me because they was like, yo, why every show you do, you have somebody from Atlanta on it, and you actually put them in like headliner positions. And I was like, yo, Atlanta, like, I love Chicago, bro. I'm a Chicago nigga through and through, but I'm a smart nigga, and I'm like, bro, Atlanta has a formula. Atlanta has it, G. Like, Atlanta is just you can't touch stages without putting Atlanta on there. And with me, I was fortunate enough to have Neek and, man, everybody from Atlanta, man. I worked with damn near all the young niggas when they was coming up, man. But it was because I had a respect for them. And you niggas were just, you niggas were just dope. And I just remember coming to Atlanta young and broke and sleeping on couches and shit. And I was in those rooms. I was on edge, like I was around them. And now, I got a crib down in Atlanta now. So I live between Atlanta and Chicago. But it's just like, man, now when I be driving through Atlanta and seeing how different it was then, back then, it's just like, nigga, y'all did that shit, my nigga. Like, I wouldn't, like I said, we wouldn't have certain shit that we got if I didn't see y'all doing something. So y'all niggas was legendaries, and I'm just happy to be a part of y'all history. Y'all a part of mine, man. And the shit was fun, and I just look forward to the next wave of amazing shit we do, man. Cause, man, y'all niggas, that Beerandtacos, bro. That Beerandtaco was, I think y'all had Travis Scott, like, nigga, y'all had motherfuckers that was coming through that bitch, and it was a mosh pit. Like, it wasn't even no VIP shit. I just remember, like, yo, how these niggas doing this shit? Like, this is amazing, man. Y'all niggas were just on another level, bro.
Nah, man, I appreciate it. But you know what's crazy? It was like a selective group of, like, quote-unquote OG cats that was really, like, particularly behind us, and I think they recognized everything that you said, and they was kind of pushing with behind the scenes without, just doing it. Like, without it wasn't nothing, just get a artist to look maybe,
but not even that. Just really just doing it to push it there and helping it go to every step that it went to South by, to I remember like it's so many people, and that's why we're gonna keep doing this because it's just so many people that was involved in the steps of it. Take it to every single step. You know
and
what I mean?
Told people, I was just talking about you. To my homies about a week ago, and I was saying like, man, the crazy part about all the shit that we was doing, it wasn't like we was coming out of our pocket paying niggas like that. Like, nigga was really coming to the stages to rock, and I can probably count on one hand, maybe two, how many artists really was like, yo, I need this to come perform. It was really like, you know what I'm saying, love. Like, niggas was just like, yo, label niggas was hitting me up. Like, I got to be at Hustlepalooza. I know they was hitting you up talking about they got to be at Beerandtacos. Like, it was just dope. Like, niggas just wanted to be a part of it because it was dope. And for the niggas who didn't know what the shit was, once they seen it, they like, oh, yeah, I got to be a part of that shit. So that's the story that's the shit that niggas, you know what I'm saying, I be wanting niggas to know, like, bro, yeah, we did what we did, but the respect was there. Like, motherfuckers knew what it was. If you could rock a Beerandtacos, if you could rock a Hustlepalooza or with a Fadia show, whatever, if you could rock our shit, then you could go rock everything. And you know what I'm saying? That was artist development. What we was doing was like artist development 101 for these niggas, because the good, the bad, the ugly happened. You know how it go. Like, nothing ever goes according to plan at these shows, but you know what I'm saying? The shit was amazing. I was dope to see Trinidad talk early and shit, man. The shit was just amazing, bro. So my nigga, you a legend, my nigga. So you know I love you and I support anything y'all got going on and shit. We gonna put some shit together and get some money, man, because
it's crazy. I appreciate it 100%, man, because it's a mirror image, and I want you to know that. And it's like I seen, the last couple of years what you've been kind of doing, and the reason why I said that earlier, because we really got to get together and kind of continue to help guide in what's coming up under us, because them young cats get it now and they ain't young no more, and it's like it's on us to really still do that. And congratulations to everything that you got going on personally, because you deserve it. You know what I'm saying? So when I see you out there in the rooms that you in, it's definitely a salute. You know what I'm saying? I know KD could speak on to that, because we talk about like the fact that we was able to not have to come out to pay for artists, and we don't speak about it a lot, because that's something that was a blessing. And it's like I know you probably one of the only people, if the only brand in Chicago that was like that, and it's crazy for you to say that. Even we got to do something with you about your whole movement and everything, man. So I'm gonna hit you up about that.
Nah, we gonna definitely put, you know what I'm saying, we gonna definitely put that together, bro. And that's why I tell niggas all the time, like, and I don't mean no disrespect to anybody, but I tell niggas, like, if there's no Beerandtacos, Hustlepalooza, you know what I'm saying, like, perfect attendance and all that shit, bro, it's no Rolling Loud, bro. It's no the shit that's going on. Like, we took those bullets and we fought for those venues, and we, you know what I'm saying, we did all the dirty work, and it made it easier for niggas nowadays to do shit at a larger level. If you really think about it, like, the type of events we was doing, no one did that shit at a stadium but you. But now when you look at Rolling Loud at these stadiums and shit, and I take nothing away from their team, because their team is dope and they doing amazing shit, but niggas paid ways, and you can't never forget, you know what I'm saying, forget the history and shit like that. So I love when I see shit like this where they giving you your flowers, and y'all had these crazy stories, because I'm learning shit because I was watching it from the outside, and then y'all would tell certain shit, and I was like, I remember either being there or hearing about it, but to hear those stories, I feel like I'm back in my 20s again, bro. Like, because I'm a student of this shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, bro, like, I took a lot from what y'all had going on, and I'm just glad we was able to do shit at the same time and come up together and do this shit, and we still, you know what I'm saying, doing this shit, bro. Like, the one thing y'all did that I wish I would have done more of, y'all infused art into y'all shit. And I started off with the little art element, but y'all did that art shit too. And y'all had niggas that was just like creative geniuses who didn't know they was creative geniuses, all part of y'all shit. And that shit was like, that shit was just everything, dog. Like, that's one of the coldest shit I've seen, and it's funny because a lot of niggas who still fuck with me now, who call me like big bro or OG, I really met them when they was little niggas at Charles shows. I just thought they was dope, and I would just walk up to them at A3C like, bro, I know who you are, yo, you dope as fuck, bro. Like, but we was watching y'all shit. We was sitting on fucking Twitter.
Damn, Uncle Terrence.
Look at Juju. Juju, my son. I love Juju, man. Juju doing this thing out here. He causing hell on Clubhouse.
Nah, man. I appreciate that, man. I know we all do. Yo, Chilly-O, set what up? He right here too, man.
Yo, my nigga, you good? That's
How y'all doing up there in the shop?
Man, we up here cold as fuck, my boy.
Yeah,
Chili legend.
All the good vibes up there to y'all.
Yo, they need to put a Chili statue in Atlanta, nigga. I'm gonna start the petition.
Word. I want to get a big ass ATL or something.
Nah, you was the first rock star, bro. You the most humble rock star, G. Like you be really like nigga, talk your shit sometimes, bro. Shit, just get one off real quick.
Yeah, my daughter, grandma from the South Side, bro.
Respect, but no, when I'll be back probably. When I get back down to my crib in Atlanta, I'm gonna hit y'all niggas up, man. We gonna really do something. But Shaq, like, I'm about to get up out of here, but let's definitely put something together, bro. Real talk.
Say no more, brother. I'm gonna hit you up.
Peace, baby. All right, yo, be safe. Hey, Shaq, you know, one reason I be saying that niggas need to do this shit for real is because it ain't nobody giving the young niggas, really ain't nobody being visionaries no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, the shit we was doing was niggas actually being visionaries and bringing the niggas that's actually working and got potential to be a star. You know what I'm saying? And now, it ain't nothing like that no more. Like, where we bring...
You know what's crazy that you say that, man? Because, like, y'all, Keith, we was talking about this yesterday. Like, y'all particularly were the A&Rs for that time. Literally, it went through that. You know what I'm saying? And the promoters for Beerandtacos. And it's crazy because they was having stories about not stories, rooms about A&Rs and all of that. And I was like, one thing gonna remain true is the street is gonna continue to be the A&Rs no matter what they do, how they try to sell records. It's always gonna go through that. And it's like I think it's a great thing that's happening, like with the promoters from Beerandtacos kind of all coming in the game and doing different things, because like y'all got an opportunity to really come in there and also with the labels, you know, kind of help that part of the game, because y'all really gonna be the A&Rs and y'all gonna be putting the A&Rs in position. You know what I'm saying, for the next 10 years, and it's like we gonna make that's a real goal and an aim for you know, for what we doing too. So that's how I look at that. You know what I'm saying? So that's you're 100% correct. And why this is dope to do this.
I mean, on some real shit, like, I'm not in the music business, but parallel the music business, I've been working for Double XL magazine for 4 years. Like, I don't tell most people that, but like, I mean, we need more sustainability with the youth and their careers. They only gone 6 months to a year. When they had a career that was, I don't know, how long, Shaq? 4 or 5 years, they could make some money at least? It's like, so I'm questioning, like, are cats really good? It's like, how come they're not lasting past a year? That's a problem that needs a solution.
Yeah, like that. You know, the artist development thing lasted literally because, you know, you could even attribute that to what we was doing too. You know what I'm saying? Because all of that was development. Even look at DC going on the radio. I thought about that the other day. Like, that literally was the best person. Y'all did that. All of that. Even Ray G, that broke the Migos. Y'all did that. Y'all picked him. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all picked all of the DJs. Y'all picked Greedy. Greedy broke French Montana, the first one. Sam reminded me of that. He was like, the first person we broke at Beerandtacos was French Montana, Chop It Down in Atlanta. And that's the truth. And then, you know, that first year, it was literally Future. And Greedy was free brand Greedy. You know what I'm saying? And then 2 Chainz. That year, they broke. And the next year, they went on to the Migos because cats picked, you know, DJ Ray G to come through. And then Ray G is the Cardi B DJ. So, you know, these are it was the Tunnel and it's the Beerandtacos, and we just, you know, like, that's why it's important to keep these things going and
I said we definitely helped the what was it? Was it Trapper Valley or Codeine Cowboy? It was one of them. When 2 Chainz.
Whatever song y'all be.
It was Codeine Cowboys.
Yeah, it was Codeine Cowboys.
It was Codeine Cowboys. Remember, it was fucking Tech. It was Tech, Al, and Charlie. The niggas was outside passing CDs, nigga. And I remember saying like, "Yo, man, I respect y'all niggas hustle, man, because they was never above of doing anything for their artists, dog." And 2 Chainz was blowing up, and them niggas was out there passing CDs out, bro. And they left there and went to Alabama to do a run like right after the show. And that was like, we ended Beerandtacos at Luna Nueva on a high note. That was it. And then we just graduated 595, and then shit, nigga, we went to fucking Phillips Arena. Well, and you know what I'm saying? In between that, of course, we did, A3C, South by Southwest.
Even the street team, my bad, Keith, I was away. You was talking about the street team? You was talking about when they did the street team for 2 Chainz? Remind me of that. The street team, y'all niggas.
Talking about the last Beerandtacos at Luna Nueva. That's when Cowboys, them niggas was right outside. They probably had like 2,000-3,000 CDs, and them 3 niggas getting Nicky go.
We was the street team at 595.
Nicky, you want to come up?
We was the street team at 595.
Raise your hand if you do. If not, all good.
Yeah, that was easy. Tigo, all y'all niggas, man. Y'all came up with a massive ass campaign. Right there, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I love about Beerandtacos, man, because like, you know what I'm saying, all these cats, you know what I'm saying, the Tigos, the Meezies, the TPs, the Jurges, the Bucks, like, y'all niggas all graduated, bro. Y'all all graduated to doing big things out here, you know what I'm saying? And
I was about to say, that shit was like an internship for real.
Yeah.
Good shit we went through.
Yeah, I got a lot of shit, man. And like Shaq was saying, like DC, like nigga, DC was the perfect nigga to be on the radio. You know, he came through the with this shit, man. But yeah, man. So it's like y'all stay tuned, man, because we about to shake some shit up more for the culture, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just the beginning, for real, for real.
Yeah. Shout out Nicky in the audience. I don't think I'll try to get up here, but I think
I'm just trying to get a white girl in, man.
First lady of Beerandtacos.
Yeah, man.
And I think Ashley
A white girl in. Remember,
but yeah. Fort Knox, close it out, brother. Man. Oh, Ralph, you want to say what's up, brother?
What's going on, Me-Shat, man? Look, man, Me-Shat, you feel me? Jers, Big KD, Little KD, you feel me? Nicky, like that's right to me. In my opinion, you feel me? That's Beerandtacos. I think Beerandtacos. I think of y'all, you feel me? And hey, look, y'all did a lot for Atlanta, man. Straight up, you feel me? Y'all deserve y'all roses, you feel me? And
you saying y'all, man? You talking about like you wasn't there?
Right? I know. You still, man. Yeah. You know, I just gotta give y'all, for sure.
You was definitely shooting in the gym with niggas.
Right.
Nah, appreciate it, man. This the place for that.
Hell yeah, man. What's up, man? Back to it, man. I'm about to.
I got somebody. What's up? We was about to close it out. Fort Knox, I was about to hand it over to you, but somebody would raise their hand.
No, it's all good. I accidentally hit the hand raise button on accident. So do.
Oh, what's up, man? What's up, man? I just looked at who you were.
Yeah, bro. What's up, bro?
What's up, guys? Man, hope you're all doing well, man.
How you been, bro?
I've been well. I remember I used to go visit your store that was in Little 5 Points. So.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we're gonna do some things. We're gonna do a pop-up store out here real soon. I'll give you that information.
Sounds good, man. But yeah, sorry to raise my hand. That was an accident.
Bro. Nah, you good. If I would have seen you in the street, I would have talked to you at first. I would have talked to you first. You know that. Nah, it's all good, man.
All good, man.
This clubhouse, we ain't treating like that, man. But yeah, Fort Knox, you got it, brother.
No doubt. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Once again, this is a Beerandtacos extravaganza. Yo, it's a beautiful time. We'll be back next week with more surprises. Everybody in the building, stay safe, stay healthy, stay blessed. Good night, and God bless.
Come on, man. We need that heavy, man.
Yo.
You too calm now. We gotta end this off
right
with a big note, bro.
Yo. No doubt. Because of the love. I'm over at my Duke house. I'm about to shake it up. Everybody in the building, definitely keep it moving. Heavy. Rah!